Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Oh, it's time to bleed. I got questions. I got scenarios. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Come on in, smash the like button. Like the video, share the video. We are our own algorithm. Yes, sir. Let's not leave it up to Miguel to do anything for us. Let's do this roll call real quick. G. McCall, my brother, Ratchet since 91, salute. And thank you for the alley-oop yesterday. I appreciate that. Shogun, my brother. Mr. Shelton, Del Rev, what up? Delano, what are you saying now? Oh, well, I mentioned that yesterday, but Delano, the world of boxing don't revolve around Tank Davis. Tank Davis is not even a real fighter. He's fighting exhibitions. So, you know, I'll address that when I get ready to. You know, the world don't revolve around Tank Davis. He ain't shit. Coach Hudson in the building. Salute. Anwar Willis. Dill Spooley. Todd Swindle. Black Superman. Salute, brother. Rod Neal. Marcus Falls in that super chat. Salute. He said, let's go. Salute, Druth, man. Salute to you, man. Much love and appreciation. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Rashard Livingston. Salute. Main Biker. Clarence McClain. Bronx on deck. My brother. Stormy in the building. Salute. Jalen Hudson. Tim Harmon. Rick Blackwell, Eric Myers, Steve L. The Mac, my brother, salute. D. Scott, Will St. Clair, Vince, $1 Trillion Dreams, Judah, what up, man? All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So the news is that Mel Charlo wants all the smoke. He don't care if you're a friend, and it don't matter if you're a foe. All right, he got his logo, eating big fish and chewing on boots, and he even said he want to smoke with Fondora. You know, y'all didn't understand the giraffe. You know what I mean? Mr. J Dub, salute. Eric H, salute. Okay, you know, that friendship stuff goes but so far. When that was brought up yesterday. Not yesterday, when that was brought up a while ago. They said, would y'all fight each other? You know, he was like, well, Jermell was like, yeah, you know, that's my brother, whatever. And if I recall correctly, Mac of the South, salute. He was like, Errol was like, yeah, I don't care. And I'm like, man, you know, y'all cool. Y'all on in the same camp and everything, but man, Errol ain't blood related to y'all. Man, get that Shakur Sanchez thought process out of there, man. I ain't gonna fight him because that's my friend, man. Shut up. Well, that's my brother, man. Shut up. Now, Jermell versus Jamal, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Vitaly versus Vladimir, that's disgusting. They're blood related. I don't care. That's just that. Now that would bother me. I'm like, yeah, come on, man. Y'all brothers, man. Stop. Stop. Errol's not related to y'all. All right. Shakur and Keyshawn, they're not blood related. Shut up. And at the end of the day, you know, what I was told is boxing, it's like a fraternity. And to fight somebody is to pay him. You're helping them eat. I just mentioned True Boxing Night, Dill Spoolie, salute. Mark Wunderlich, salute. It's to help them eat, man. I remember Mike McCallum told the story about how he went to Marvin Hagler and was like, yo, come on, bro, why you ain't fight me, man? You know, that'll help me out a great deal financially. Jose, what up? Feel me? So if that's really your man's, help him eat. Right now, Tay, good morning. Right now, Errol and Jermell, they're in a position where they can help each other eat. Both of them are coming off of losses. Both of them look like shit in their last performance. Why not? Errol versus Mel in Dallas. Get it done. Not hearing this brother shit. I'm not hearing that. That is ridiculous. Sean Porter tried to get out of that Bud Crawford smoke, didn't he? Oh, that's my boy. That's my friend. Yeah, all right. Shut up, man. Shut up. All the way to the bank. Hey, you want to talk about friends? Now, you see, Delano wanted me to talk about Tank. You want me to show the inconsistencies in boxing fanatics? You wanted me to bring up Tank? All right, let's bring up Tank. Let's talk about Tank. What is Tank saying about Lamont Roach right now? I heard he put out a tweet. Mark Hastings, salute. He said, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away, something to that degree. He quoted something that, was it a Bible quote? And that's what I heard. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty fucked up. Now, why am I saying that that's pretty fucked up? Well, do you remember when that fight was signed and myself and everyone was like, why is he fighting him? And this is with no disrespect to Lamont Roach, but he was not even on the radar. And you remember when we was like, hey man, Tank, Teofimo's over there calling you a monkey, wanting a banana. Hey, you know, Devin's over there and Shakur's sitting over there. Why Lamont Roach? You remember that? And do you remember what Tank's fans said? They said, that's his man. That's his boy. He wants to give his boy a payday. He want payday. And we was like, yo, listen, man. Then just cut him a check. But with respect to Lamont, nobody was checking for him. The main reason was because he's at 130. That was the main reason. We was like, man, who the fuck? Why? Why him? And Tank fanatics didn't even know who Lamont Roach was. Let's keep it a stack. They didn't even know who he was. But what was the main thing they said? Oh, that's his friend. And I said, well, that's a contradiction to one of your major Tank channels said. Didn't Boxing Ego said One of the points that he loved Tank for was he's not trying to be friends with anyone in or around his division. Remember that? Black Jericho, salute. Y'all remember this, right? Now, I just read the love letter. It was gay as hell, but I said, okay. But I remember that. He's not trying to be friends with anyone in or around his weight class. Anyone can get it. Okay, yeah, you like that in a fighter. And ego likes that in a man. Okay, whatever, bro. Whatever. Y'all remember this, right? And leading up to that fight, when the fight was signed, we were like, yo, man, come on, man. And one of the things they kept saying was, that's his boy. I'm like, well, that's not what your boy Ego said, but whatever. Well, the fight happened the way it happened, and then y'all kept saying, well, he took it easy on him because that's his boy. All right, fine. Let's roll with that, because now all of a sudden y'all want to roll with that. All right, that's his boy? Okay, cool. Wait a minute. So that's his boy? So why won't he give his boy another payday?
Whoa! What the Go!
Dow Big G, salute. Oh yeah, man. That Max 7 is, y'all know that guy's special. I ain't even gotta, I was just clowning. Y'all know he's special. Whatever, man. Salute to Max 7. Y'all know he's special. Thank you, Tay. I appreciate that. Go subscribe to Patreon. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Tank does these things, and then y'all justify it, and then he turns around and contradicts himself, and then y'all are left to justify it. He makes y'all look stupid with this nonsense. You see what I'm talking about? So if that's his friends, why are you not breaking bread with him again? Oh, I see. Because Jake Paul is the bigger payday. Okay, so, don't talk to me about legacy. Because I have a problem with Tank's legacy. But don't worry, I don't matter, right? But you know what? Paulie Malignaggi said something about his legacy. And like I said, y'all go fight with Paulie. Because I already know the discrepancies in what he said. I'm just saying, wow. He went hard, didn't he? And he said a lot of things that I've said, that everyone has said. Now, if Tank did what he was supposed to do in his career, win or lose, Paulie would have nothing to say. But let me take it a step back, because this ain't about that. Tank left his fans out there carrying the bag again. He robbed the bank, and the police pulled up. He dropped the bag, walked off, and y'all picked it up. Y'all about to serve time over him. Y'all are left having to explain why he did something that y'all said he wouldn't do. That's his fucking man. Lamont is his man. All right, break bread with him again. And everybody wants to see that rematch. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. And I'm telling you, he done painted, bro. The Lord, you're absolutely right. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Now you're clowning, not breaking bread with your quote unquote friend. Okay. Y'all see how Tank is living, right? When people do certain things or live a certain way, I'm telling you, it always catches up to them. Now he getting in the ring with this dude. Okay, man. All right. And I'm going to land that plane right there. But the question this morning is, y'all believe Jermell? Andrew 100, my brother, salute. Y'all believe Jermell? Michael Ray, salute. Anthony Bolton in the building. Clarence, my brother. Y'all believe Jermell? You know what? I hope he's real about it. Because you got to do something. Jermell, I'm still disappointed in you. That Canelo, Steve-O, what up, bro? Cano Loco in the building, my brother, salute. You got to do something, Jermell, because, you know, you lost me that night, bro. You lost me. You completely lost me. You laid an egg in that ring to the highest degree. I supported you. I had all these memes ready to go. And I really thought you was going there and do something. You had all the tools. You had height. You had reach. You had attitude. I thought you had attitude. You was a perfect little soldier, wasn't you? I'm not even gonna say you fought scared. You just fought. You just showed up. You just showed up, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing? 12 rounds of bullshit, and you got dropped. Whole time I'm watching that fight, I said, man, I know he's better than this. Then get on the podium after the damn fight and say, Canelo's an animal. I wouldn't know because you didn't do anything. Exactly, Stormy. Because I was mad that night. I was mad. And then on the outside looking in, man, I'm like, man, you know, he made the same bread or around the same bread that Sergey Kovalev made. Kovalev, although he got stopped, Kovalev won rounds. And then, you know, my mind gets the better of me, but it was true. I was like, man, you know, this dude, every time leading up the fights against black fighters, he can't shut up. Screaming, hollering, talking about he gonna kill somebody. Lawns in the camera. I'll kill you. Jared Hurd, fuck you and your bitch. I'll kill her too. All of that. Where was that guy? I said, okay, Mr. Rotard, my brother, salute. I said, okay, Copper, what up, brother? I said, man, look. Okay. You want to be respectful? Okay, it's signed. Sell the fight now. Okay, you want to be respectful? All right, fine. But show up. I want to see Jermell Charlo in that ring. And I didn't even see that. Main biker, salute. Yeah, yo, bro, you already know how to do me. It's so good. Messenger, what up? Man. Trying to ride with these dudes, man. So I got trust issues, bro. As a matter of fact, I don't know what to make on it, all three of these brothers on the beam right here. Let's go through it. 503 line in the building. Salute. He says, when has Charlo ducked the fight? I'm confused. No, I just want him to show up for a fight. That Canelo situation. 503, you wasn't watching that fight in total shock? Like, what is he doing? Throw a punch. Smash the gas on him. Tiago, what up? Do something. Round one, round two. By the time we got to round three, I was frustrated. I'm like, bro, do something. The first 3 rounds of the Kovalev fight versus Canelo was not. Yo, I think Jermell, skill for skill, is better than Kovalev. You couldn't land a jab. He didn't win 1 round. And that's what got me upset. I know he's better than that. So what the fuck was he even there for? Why is it that is Jaime Munguia better than Jermell Charlo, bro? Can y'all tell me that? My answer is no. My answer is no. It's no. Jaime Munguia is not better than Jermell Charlo. So please explain what the hell was that versus Canelo? I was confused. By the time we got to round 5, I was upset. Y'all ever watched the boxing match and been screaming at your TV, do something, what are you doing? What is he doing? I don't get it. I don't get it. And now he back. Now Errol could get it and Boots could get it. You know, fine, bro. Fine. But I'm telling you, when he gets in this ring, I bet he's not gonna fight Errol or Boots or Fundora, whoever. I bet he ain't gonna do to them what he did with Canelo. He ain't gonna stare at them and smile and be quiet. He gonna sell the fight. And that's the part that hurts my feelings. Where's the smoke? Where's the smoke? Listen, I don't mind trash talk. You're supposed to do that. I think it's entertaining when you screaming and hollering. If you mean it, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. But he was the perfect gentleman when it came to Canelo. And I gave him a shot. I said, okay, maybe he's maturing. Okay, all right. But none of this shit matters as long as you get in that ring and you become Jermell Charlo. And I didn't see it. And that frustrated me. I didn't see Canelo touch him with anything to make him that timid. He fought timid. He fought so timid. And I'm like, what? I watched the fight like 3 times. I said, did he hit him with something? Because he did not want to engage. Freckle Ginger, what up? He didn't engage, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 503. I call monkeys when I see it. And this nigga had a lot of monkey moments. He had a lot of them. He lucky I have him turned into a lion right here and not a monkey. I almost did it. This hard ER was at a fight. Jarrett Hurd shows up there with his girl and unprovoked told Jarrett Hurd, I'll kill you and your bitch. And that's when Jarrett slapped him. That's in the monkey video. And Jarrett got on his podcast and talked about it. I was like, what the hell was that? But you know what was funny? When I saw it, egalitarian salute, when I saw it, you knew who started it. You knew it wasn't Jarrett. You knew who started it. Yeah. Yeah. In no universe that I'm walking anywhere with my wife, somebody says, I'll kill you and your bitch. Keep it on me. Don't talk about my lady. In fact, both of those niggas, both the Charlos got off very, very light. Because Maul was the one separating them. Jermell swung at him. To me, because I go from 0 to 100, to me, it'd have been hard for them niggas to move past that. I'd have gave my wife the key, go home. Because these niggas ain't making it. And if Maul was getting in between us, Maul would have ate it. Mel got off light. But all I'm saying is, where the fuck was all that burning vigor when Mel got his ass in the ring with Canelo? You got all this vigor with niggas that look like you. None when you fought that redhead. I'm just asking what the fuck happened. As a matter of fact, at the post-fight, He said, yeah, I know y'all want me to start acting crazy and loud or whatever. And I'm sitting there like, man, all right, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be back to business as usual now. When you're fighting someone with the same, with similar DNA, now you're gonna start screaming again. I needed you to scream at Canelo in that ring. I needed that Mel that night, and I didn't get it. But you sure had smoke for free. With Jared Hurd, smoke for free. Todd French in that super chat, he said, I think he purposely let him off the hook. Hashtag analysis. I didn't know what I was watching, bro. But we could think anything at this point. That was crazy. I was disappointed. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Well, pay attention to the video. Pay attention.
Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Better than that!
Yo, in Planet of the Apes, Cobra was my dude, bro. That nigga said human work. And he showed all the scars to Caesar. He said human work. He was done with humans, bro. Cobra was the truth. He was like, man, don't let them breathe, man. It's our planet now. Get them out of there. They're a problem. But interesting. In that video, you saw the Charlos. What did you see? The Jared Hurd and Charlo situation, that little scuffle. Who else did you see? Did you not see AB and Tank? What did Tank do? He slapped the phone out that fan's hand. What else did you see? You saw Jamal Charlo that same night when the fan had the phone out. I remember that clip. You know what that fan asked him? He asked him about Canelo. That's all he did. He didn't say fuck you or nothing. He said, yo, he said, Ma. And if you know what? If I'm wrong, educate me. Go find that clip. But I remember it went viral. That kid was like, hey, Ma, what about Canelo? He asked about Canelo, and he slapped the phone out of his hand. And then when the kid caught the phone and picked it up, he was staring at him like he wanted to fight him. That was a fan, bruh. These dudes got a lot of smoke until he ran into a guy in Vegas named Caleb Plant. Don't touch my beard. What is wrong with you? And then he did it again. He slapped the fuck out of him. I know me and Blue Blood was standing outside. It was like 110 degrees outside. I said, Blue, I can't stand here. What the fuck? I gotta go. I gotta get out this heat. And then the door flings open. And I didn't know if it was Mel or Mal because they're twins. I didn't know which one it was. And I said, what the fuck? And we looked and was like, what the fuck just happened? And like a line of them came out. And he looked visibly pissed off. And then we looked to our left, another scuffle happened. We like, what the fuck's going on over there? I said, Blue, I don't know what's happening. It looked like a riot's about to happen. I said, I'm getting out this bitch. And I went through the casino. By the time I got back to the timeshare, that little scuffle was one of their wives or something. Now their ignorant asses was rolling in the goddamn street. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And then we found out the reason why Maul was looking crazy was because Caleb slapped him. I was like, oh no, what's happening here? Them niggas been crazy. Brother says, Drew, would you pick on a Mel Errol fight? Would I pick? I guess. I don't know, man. Are you only as good as your last fight? I don't know. Errol got beat bad, but he had a lot of time to heal. Mel didn't get beat bad. He just didn't throw no punches. Is Errol damaged? I don't know. He had a lot of time to heal. I don't know, bro. I don't know. You know, Mel is still the fresher of the two. Does Mel have any bad habits, like outside the ring? I don't know. I guess if you was going to make a pick, you'd pick Mel, I guess. Derek Gaines, what up, brother? I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't mind this fight, bro. I really don't. Make some money, man. I don't mind the fight at all. But all three of these guys right here, you know, left me confused and upset. Oh, word, main biker? Man, you don't argue with fools. And I don't care if these guys are boxers. Some of these guys are fools. You feel me? Some of these guys are just fools. I got questions for all three of these guys on the screen, bro. I got so much love for Errol. I just hope he's okay. I hope he's well enough to come back. Sometimes being out the ring that long, you give your body time to heal. You give your nerves time to heal. Hopefully he ain't been online and, come on, just get your health back. And if you're ready to come back, man. I fucks with Errol heavy. If he's ready to come back, we'll find out. You already know what I got going on mentally with Boots. Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is Boots doing, man? Who is that guy he's fighting next? Bro, you know I don't even know his name. I don't even know this dude's name. Why are you fighting him? And I'm gonna get more in depth with Boots, but let me go on record saying this. I believe that Boots is getting lined up for Conor Benn at Wembley by Eddie Hearn. That's what I believe. I believe Eddie Hearn is hurting his brand. I'm worried that Boots doesn't understand how to move and shake in the realm of boxing. And me and Stormy talked about this all the time. A guy like Boots, and y'all might laugh and y'all might not understand it, what I'm about to say, all of this shit y'all talking about, right? I really don't care, and I need you to listen. He should have been in contact with Bill Haney and fucking with DHP. Y'all a little confused at that? Let me ask y'all a question, because immediately I can hear y'all. Oh, nah, that's fucked up. That's stupid. Is it? If Boots has signed with DHP, is it stupid? You'd rather him over there with Eddie the Devil? Yeah, Bill be capping Bill a liar, but this nigga is over there with Eddie fucking Hearn, and y'all cool? I just told you I believe he's being lined up for Conor Benn, bro. Tim Harmon says Boots. I think Boots could beat Conor. I think it depends on the circumstances. If he's fighting Conor in Wembley, it's over. That shit is over. That shit is over. Aaron, what up? He's lining this dude up, man. Look at what he's done with him so far, bro. How is that helping Boots' career? Why was there a Karen rematch? I mean, y'all seeing this like how I'm seeing it? And he fought 2 different Karens. And he went from running from Boots all night long to, oh shit, Karen is fighting back. Take your ass, you should have took your ass over to DHP, man. I'd rather you be over there than to be with this dude. Yeah. My brother 503 says Devin is Debo and Jermell is a liar. Okay, got it. I don't know what that means. Jermell pump faked. Can anyone explain to me what that was against Canelo? Because I was in shock like everybody else was. I don't know what that was. You get in there. You know what frustrated me with that? I'm going to tell you what frustrated me. Sergey Kovalev was awarded a Canelo fight after beating the shit out of Becky and kicking her dog. And then prior to that, I think he had a DUI. I think he was arrested like 3 times. Didn't something happen to him on an airplane? And mind you, Bob, salute. Mind you, I can't find one mugshot of this guy. And I looked. I can't find one. And he's awarded a $12 million payday versus Canelo Alvarez. That's how he's awarded. Realistically, Canelo should have been begging, you want a Charlo's head on your goddamn resume? Mel should have been like, hey, bro, no. You gave that fucking woman-beating Russian $12 million? You need to give me 20 lines in the camp. I'm Mel fucking Charlo, bruh. You duck Boo Boo. You duck my brother. You duck the rematch with Lara. You need me. Yeah, you're going to sell out and make money, but you need me. You want my name on that resume. No, he turned into a kid. I ain't understand none of this. ATL Unanimous Boxing, my brother, salute. I ain't understand none of that. I wanted to see that lion in the camp in the ring. And I said, oh, he bullshit. He calm right now. But when that bell ring, he going to put that stick right in the top of Canelo's head. Because I know Jermell's better than Gennady Golovkin. Did I see that? Man, Mel could beat Erislandu Lara. Did I see that? Mel's better than Miguel Cotto. Did I see that? No! I'm disappointed. That fight left me with a shitload of trust issues. I don't trust this dude no more, man. Now he says he's back. He wants to eat up big fish and he'll chew on boots and he'll slay the giraffe. Bro, you got to show me. Am I justified in my position on the Charlos right now? That's my question to y'all. Todd French, that super chat salute, he said, it's known that Eddie is a terrible matchmaker. Exactly. But when it comes to his countrymen, he'll do just fine. Do not be surprised if sometime next year, Conor Ben and Boots start getting mentioned in the same sentence. And then Eddie will be like, well, what sells more? You know, Boots in Philly or Boots versus Ben in Wembley? Everybody's going to say Wembley. He's going to take his dumb ass over there and get knocked out. I'm concerned. Sean, what up? Shemaine, what up? Noah, what up? Best fugitive, salute. Okay, let's address this. As long as he's an active fighter, you don't think it's a good idea. Okay. Here's why I say it don't matter. Mel and Errol, for a second, had the same trainer. At that time, Errol didn't care whether he fought Mel. And if people on the same promotion, if I'm not mistaken, people on the same promotion, they fought before. Everyone was running around saying, oh, he's a PBC fighter. He's a PBC fighter. In-house fight, in-house fight, in-house fight. Oh, they can't fight because he's PBC and this guy's top rank. And we were like, bullshit. If Boots was with DHP, it's an easier fight to make. It's just my opinion. It's an easy thing. It's an easy thing to do. PGH, what up? But I would rather have seen Boots over there with Bill and Devin than over there with Eddie Hearn. It's like bro, y'all have to recognize what's going on. You go around YouTube, you go around anywhere on the internet, everyone be like, Bill Lyon, Bill Lyon, Bill Lyon. We've caught Eddie Hearn in hella lies. And Bill get more smoke than Eddie does. Eddie Hearn has been proven to be a bad matchmaker. We've seen this. And Boots over there with him, what made Boots go over there, bruh? Not one fighter has even thought to go to, listen, you don't think to go over there with Bill? Look at what he's done with his son. Look at what he's done with his son. None of these niggas stop to think for a minute, hey, maybe he could do the same thing for me. Maybe. Is he doing it because he's his son? Guess what? Devin still got to go in there and perform, and he's done that. Brother Code, salute. You feel me? Let me ask y'all a question. Who would you trust with your career? Bill Haney or Eddie Hearn? Matter of fact, let's make it a poll. Yeah, I'm pulling y'all coattails now. Let me see. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Damn. Who would you trust with your boxing career? Now, I'm talking about yourself or your kid or someone you're training. Eddie Hearn, Bill Haney. Now I know what the trolls are going to do. I know what the trolls are going to say, but I'm asking the real ones. Because I remember, oh, earn with Hearn, earn with Hearn. Okay. Earn with Hearn, right? Yep. It's up on both channels. I just want to see what y'all say. I just want to see what y'all say. I'm just curious, right? Nah, Delano, Eddie, he's not signed to Eddie. That's what bosses do. He signed to Eddie temporarily. They got in, they got out. A lot of fighters should be moving like DHP, but they don't have the know-how. And I'm saying it's obvious that Boots don't know how. And it's amazing how motherfuckers run over to these white guys. And Eddie Hearn, by now, he has a reputation of fucking people up. Meanwhile, Bill's right here, and look what he's done with his son. Youngest undisputed champion, and his son could scrap. Boots got all the talent in the world. What's the problem with calling Bill on the phone and saying, yo, Bill, I need some advice. Come fuck with DHP. We'll put you in the right direction. Are y'all serious? Yo, I'm telling you, something with our people, boy. You say something, what don't you like about Bill? Oh, Bill be capping, Bill be lying. Then you ask the same nigga, yo, what about Eddie Hearn? And all of a sudden, they get a British accent. And with Eddie Hearn, you know, he sells at Wembley. Look what he does with AJ's ops. Anthony Joshua's just a fine lad. Like, nigga, why are you talking like that? Where'd that come from? But wait. What about Bill? Nah, because Bill be lying. That nigga Bill be capping, man. Fuck Bill Haney. That nigga be lying. But, you know, Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, he's about 6'5" with nice hair. What? Boy, if you don't put that 6-hour B226 in your mouth and do the Lord's work, don't understand y'all niggas, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear. Professor X, my brother, in that super chat salute. He says, salute, brother Drew. We are here and we support you 1,000%, man. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. The brother says you're correct logically. That made sense. That made business sense. But more for the Haney's. Boots is a superstar talent and needs to be in a situation where he can be a star. But I do see your line of thinking. Well, you know, well, the question is, who could, Brother Reef, salute. Who do you think could make him a bigger star? Eddie Hearn or Bill Haney? Because right now, the question is Eddie Hearn helping, is he really helping Boots' brand right now? Do y'all think so? And I'm saying this out of concern. Is he helping Boots or is he harming Boots? Are we not right now confused as to who the guy? Do y'all even know who he's fighting next? I don't even know that guy. And I watch boxing. Philip D, what up, brother? I watch boxing. I don't know this guy, bro. I'm like, what the hell is this? Party Artie says, Bill, let Devin get into the ring with Ryan. Hell no, I'll take Eddie. Well, obviously, BBO, my brother, salute. Obviously, there's things that you don't know about that situation, and it's old by now. And if there's more than enough information on this channel and other honest channels that explains what happened there, all I can tell you, Party Artie, is to research it. Just research it. I don't know why. Check this out. At this current junction, y'all don't wonder why black fighters still go over the top rank? Isn't that something we were saying? Like, yo, why is he over there? Why is he going over there? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? Why are you going over there? Why are you going over there? Why are you going over there? What's that? You know what they do. You could be the next Floyd Mayweather. But if some motherfucker that rose up, and if his last name is Ramirez or Rodriguez or, you know, Hector somebody, guess where your ass is going to be on that board? Oh, Drew, what board are you talking about? The no black fighter board that Cameron Duncan confirmed was true? So we know all of this. Why black fighters still going to top rank? When Shakur took his ass to top rank, weren't we like, whoa, whoa, whoa? And then he started saying he's Puerto Rican. We was like, okay, man. Okay. But they sure did treat him like a nigga, didn't they? Right? Okay. Okay, man. All right, man. All right. All right. The truth is, DHP should have a stable of fighters. Y'all rather run over there on a 1,000-year-old racist named Bob Arum, who Bill has had to sit down and have lunch with and try and get a Shakur and Devin fight, and Bob was like, no. Y'all remember that? And Eddie Hearn, who we've labeled as one of the worst matchmakers in the history of the game. But all these guys get carte blanche over the black man. Got it. You guys, man. You guys have no fucking idea, man. DHP should have a stable of guys. But, never mind. If Big John Fury started promoting people, there'd be niggas running over there to him right now. Right now. Todd French in that super chat salute, he says, when Eddie called it the transatlantic deal to get American boxers to sign, I said he can't be serious. The mere coding of the word transatlantic. Hashtag shaking my damn head. You know what? Let me ask the chat. Who knows why that term transatlantic bothered me so much? Who knows? God damn. I know you want to blow me, but go somewhere, bro. Go somewhere. I know I'm sexy, but god damn, this dude come here, and it's a dude. He come here every morning to watch me. Y'all know this is why I only turn my camera on like on Sundays. Because I don't want these dudes masturbating over me and skeeting up their screen at 1,000 miles an hour. You have nothing constructive to bring to this conversation. You're just watching me. Now, anyway, slave trade. So when I talk about code and things of that nature, and every time I bring up Bill Haney, and you have nothing positive to say, and then when I mention my problem with Boots being over there with Eddie Hearn, and you looking at me and saying, what's wrong? Didn't Barry Hearn say we used to be slave drivers? And Dillian White sat right there with that smile on his face. Y'all don't understand why we got mad at that? Yo, Dillian, you and Derek Chisora are the blackest niggas in boxing right now that are known over there. There's some other darkies over there too. But when Barry said that, bro, you sat there, man, all I needed Dillian to do at that moment is just stop smiling and stare at him, and I'd have understood. Because I just needed to know that he knew that that was fucked up. I'm not saying to flip a table or do something. If he'd have just stopped smiling and stared at him like, bro, what did you just say? No, he sat there and smiled about it. And that's the thought process. That's the mentality. That's the education or lack thereof of type of buffoons we're surrounded by. So when I tell you, you ain't gonna talk crazy about Bill on my channel, I mean that. I mean that. I'm looking at what he's done with Devin. That is to be properly saluted. And I want everything in the best for Boots. Him over there with Eddie, I am concerned. Because Boots is a hella talent. I don't want him over there fucking around with Eddie Hearn, fighting at Wembley with his biggest payday and fighting in front of millions of people. And then what is he doing? Conor Ben, you already know what's going to happen. You already know what's going to happen. So if Boots get lined up and Philly starts partying. Oh yeah, my man, he's gonna go over there and he's gonna dance on this guy in Wembley. Yeah, okay. Okay. Connor eggs Ben. Remember that? He was just a cheater a second ago. Remember that? Dillian White, where's that B sample? Who made sure that B sample didn't come out? Was it not Eddie Hearn? And now Boots over there dealing with him. And he's not dealing with him like how Devin dealt with him. Yeah, we're going to get this whatever fight deal and we're going to be out. No, Boots is just there. For all of that, you could have went to DHP. Had some fights, and you'd have definitely got a Devin fight if you wanted it. But no, what does Boots do? All of those fights that were on the plate for him, he didn't take it. You know what he did do? $12K a month helping Canelo get ready to fight Bud. Y'all see my problem now? Y'all see my problem now? But whatever. Y'all niggas don't know what a transatlantic deal is. Y'all don't know what that word is. Y'all don't know anything about code. In fact, y'all don't know what code is. How do I expect y'all to know what transatlantic mean in the terms in which Eddie Hearn used it? And his father told the public straight to their face, we used to be slave drivers. When Dillian White sitting there, y'all don't think that deep. All y'all know is growl, 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 lions in the camp, tank, 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 braided hair, tattoos, greasy face. Lamont's not getting a rematch. Y'all are the most uneducated and ignorant raised black kids that I've ever seen. Which is why I got one troll in here right now trying to fuck my live up. You can't do it. You're not educated enough. You're a fourth grader sitting in on a college course. Everybody's learning something and taking notes, and you on there flipping on your head, taking the ruler, putting it on the tip of your pencil, and making it a helicopter. We're trying to have a discussion here. We're trying to have a forum here. I'm teaching here. And instead of learning, you're trying to disrupt the class. In the words of the sensei, get to the back of the classroom. As a matter of fact, get out. Get out. Don't even get to the back of the classroom. You don't qualify to even be here. Leave. That's why I blocked you. Here's the interesting part. Do you think I want any of these brothers on the screen to fail? It's boxing. If they fight each other, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. All I want is the best to fight the best. That's all. This is a combat sport. I'm happy for Errol. I'm concerned about Boots. I'm happy for Bud. I'm disappointed in both Charlos. I'm disappointed. I'm concerned, bro. And I'm telling y'all right now, if it comes out, Boots' next big fight against the next big name, if it's Conor Ben or Eubanks, or no, I'm thinking Conor Ben. Bro, I don't know about that one. I'll be rooting for Boots, but I don't know about that one, bro. I don't know about that one. That's going to be the one. And it's amazing how y'all trust Eddie Hearn over Boots. Let me check the poll. Okay. Let me see. 87% of y'all got Bill. Okay. Let me check the other channel. On the other channel, 67% of y'all got Bill. So majority of y'all agree with me. Appreciate that. Boots is super talented. I just don't understand the moves. In all the fights that he could have been taking, you said no, and you chose to go into. Let me ask y'all a question. Is Canelo paying him more money than he could have made with any of the fights that he could have had? Let me ask that question. Now to 86, my brother in that super chat, much love. He says, salute Drew and salute to the mighty LDBC, man. Salute to you. Let me repeat the question. Is Canelo Alvarez paying Boots more money than he would have made fighting any of the fights that he could have taken? That goes to Teofimo Lopez, to anybody. Anybody. I'm going to say no. $12K a month, that's what he was making? With why would you take that and not try and build your legacy? You know what I've come to terms with? These kids today, they don't give a fuck about legacy. They don't care. Which is why when we talk about what Devin has accomplished, y'all act like it's nothing. Like, yo, youngest undisputed champion. He was chasing these guys around and da-da-da. Y'all don't care. Y'all care about tattoos and cars and chrome hearts and paydays. There go my brother George. He knows. These kids they don't give a shit about legacy. They don't give a fuck. Y'all don't care. A legacy fight right now for Tank is Lamont Roach. You fought to a draw. You didn't lose on paper, but people say you lost. The logical thing would be to get that right and prove, yo, man, I'm gonna knock this dude out, man. I was fucking around. He's my friend. I got him a payday. Joke's over now. I'm gonna put him in the dirt. All right, Tank, do it. Instead, he's gonna fight a guy that's literally 100 pounds heavier than him. He's bigger and taller. In an exhibition, which means the fight means nothing. But that don't surprise me because Tank tell you how he's coming. I'm going to get my bread. I don't give a fuck. He told, shut up and be a fan. This is someone that fucks with him. That's what he said. Shut up and be a fan. That's how you talk to the people that spent money on you? That's how you talk to the people that run around these internet streets and defend you? That's what you say? Man, you know what he's doing? The first Incredibles movie. Remember that little boy running around behind Mr. Incredible? Mr. Incredible was like, man, this little nigga annoying. And what did he do? He made him a super villain. He didn't just say, man, fuck Mr. Incredible. I'm on to the next hero now. No, he grew up and made it his life's work to beat his ass. He made him a super villain. I don't know how Tank has not made a bunch of super villains right now. That's what I'm saying. You grown men out here, y'all are like battered wives. You going to work with a black eye every day. Like, girl, what's wrong with you? We know he kicking your ass. Leave him. I can't leave him. Why? He loves me. How many chicks do y'all know were in abusive relationships? And she will not leave, dude. He must be knocking her spine out of alignment, or she has no self-respect. It's a little bit of both. Let me ask the people with a minimum education. Y'all know what Stockholm Syndrome even is? I ain't gonna tell y'all. Do the research. Google it. When I was coming up in my day, because I'm such an old man, I'm an old nigga, right? I had to do something like read a Webster's dictionary. I actually had to get up and go to, we had an encyclopedia. Y'all remember encyclopedias? I had a bookshelf. I had encyclopedias and I had like 3 dictionaries. I had to research things when I didn't know what they meant. And if I couldn't find it in my crib, guess what? I had to get off my ass and walk to the library. Now, this shit is in the palm of your hand. So if I tell you to Google it, some of you dumbasses can't even do that. Do y'all know what Stockholm Syndrome is? Google it and then think about what I say about these fan bases every day. And if it hurts your heart, yeah, I'm talking to you. So when I asked if you had a son that was a supreme talent, would you trust him in the hands of Eddie Hearn or Bill Haney? I'm curious what y'all would say. Donato's asking me, am I saying Corner Ben can beat Boots? Let me be very clear. Based off the conditions, yes, Conor can beat Boots. Off of the conditions. And I'm saying that, asking some of these brothers to think for themselves. Oh boy. All right, let me explain it. I believe that Eddie Hearn will create a condition that'll suit Conor Ben over Boots. If that fight is signed tomorrow, it's not happening in America. It's gonna happen in the UK. Why? Because although I think Boots is the better talent, Conor Ben sells more seats. And that's how it will be marketed. There'll be a handful of people saying, bring it to Philly. We love Boots over here. And you know what everyone will say? Boots has a city behind him. Conor has a country behind him. A country. You know how I know y'all niggas are going to buy into that? Y'all did it with Deontay. The difference is we never got the fight. While we were talking about legacy, and we were one fight away from undisputed. One, just one. While we over here were saying, make the fight. AJ is the next coming of Lennox Lewis. This is what y'all were telling us. And I said, fine. Prove it. I had no problem with Anthony Joshua. I said, man, we're going to get an undisputed champion at heavyweight. 4-belt era, man. This is great. This is great. Make the fight. While we were talking about making the fight, what were they talking about over there? El Deontay skinny legs, and he has no skill. He can't sell out Alabama. Anthony Joshua sells out Wembley in seconds. We haven't seen anything like this since Michael Jackson. Cheerio. Fine, you said all of that. Make the fight now. While we wanted the fight, they looked for every excuse in the book not to make the fight. Here we are. Now, do y'all understand that was like 2015? It is 2025. Do y'all understand? The fight really don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything now. Y'all understand that y'all allowed Eddie Hearn to fuck that up? Or were y'all around then? I'm sorry, 2015, Tank Davis wasn't popping like that. Y'all weren't around. I was here before all of that. And I saw where it was going. And you dumbass fans allowed it. Y'all are not protecting these fighters like you think you are. Y'all let Eddie Hearn do this. And these fighters aren't educated enough to even understand this. Do you know we know more about this sport than they do? They might be savants in the ring, but they don't even know what we know. And the majority of the things that we say is out of concern. You think I hate Boots? You know I don't hate Errol. I tried to rock with the Charlos. They just make it insanely difficult. Now, I'll be damned. I'm saying this about Boots today. When I dedicate a show to that shit, there's going to be some nigga coming up here talking about I'm hating on Boots. I guarantee it. Because you niggas don't know any better. When your parents whoop on you, why do they whoop you? Unless you got some crazy abusive parent. But why do they whoop you? Because they want to get you right. Because if they don't whoop you and let you run around doing what you're going to do, by the time you're old enough, the cops going to whoop your ass or shoot your ass. Hence the term, who raised these kids? I appreciate every ass whooping my parents gave me. Because you know what? I never got beat for the same thing twice. Now, I was hard-headed, but I learned. Crazy K tells you ain't got to drop my brother Boo Bud's name. If anything, what you're saying, that proves that, you know, we're not bots. We all have our separate opinions. And if y'all believe, Felix, what up, brother? If y'all believe that Tank is going to spin the block and come back and, you know, get right, I hope he does. It must be synced to belief. Oh, I know, Charles. Everyone was telling AJ to stay away from Deontay, and they listened. And I want y'all to understand, now that the dust is settled, nobody's checking for the Wilder AJ fight now. When it was most important, when we was one fight away from undisputed, we could have had a 2-fight deal out of that. And we didn't get it. But I want to point something out, and salute to my brother, the Brothers UK. In the super chat, much love. He said, peace, brother Drew. Well spoken on the previous video. Man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I want you guys to understand something. AJ, and I can't find this interview for nothing, bro. I remember he was getting interviewed in the gym, and he said, I don't care if it's 2016, 17, 18, 19. And this was like about 4 years before the pandemic. He said, I'll fight Deontay Wilder when I know I could win it. And I'm like, did y'all hear that? Right now, he don't think he could win it. As a matter of fact, I remember people saying that AJ was too green. I said, too green? The motherfucker got 2 belts. This was before he fought Charles Martin. What do you mean? What do you mean? Then he becomes unified, 1 fight away from undisputed, and y'all bullshitted that fight away. We never got it. But interesting. Enter Usyk and Fury. We got that fight right away. Nobody was saying, oh, you know, Usyk is too small. He needs more time. And Fury, you know, he's still getting buck. Nobody said, we got that fight immediately. And please don't tell me about no goddamn Riyadh season with the money making that happen. There was money in AJ versus Wilder. As a matter of fact, AJ versus Wilder could have happened on Riyadh season. Don't bullshit me and say, oh man, Deontay lost his fight to Parker and AJ won his fight. That's why that wasn't the deal. That was not the deal. The fight could have happened regardless.
Nobody said they had to win it. AJ still said no. Y'all remember when Parker beat Deontay? Y'all remember the celebration that Eddie Hearn did? Y'all remember that? He was like, thank God, I still have money to make. That dude does not, he never wanted to fight Deontay, never. He never did. And thanks to you dumbasses, there is an undisputed champion, but his name is Alexander Usyk. Dummy.
When the two white guys had belts, we got undisputed right away, and we had 2 fights. When the 2 white guys was 1 fight away from undisputed, we had an undisputed matchup, and we had a rematch. And you stupid knuckle-dragging niggas.
Yep. Chaz Bleak, salute. Yep. Exactly, Stormy. Exactly. You got Francis Ngannou beating up on Fury and shit. Man, you guys have no idea. When you guys are fanatics of a fighter and you justify him not doing the right thing, you clear the lane for bullshit. That's why I don't like these fanatics, bro. This is why I can't stick, bro. Y'all really don't understand why I don't, bro. Oh, man. Y'all really don't understand why I don't fuck with Mellow Yellow's fan base. You guys is toxic as hell. Because I've seen this already. This is AJ all over again. All over again. It's the same thing. Do you know a dumbass fan base will justify a fight not happening for about 5 years? Drew, what are you talking about? Okay. Let me tell you. Let me tell you a little story about Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Because many of you weren't even watching boxing with a critical eye back then. Or, I don't know, Floyd didn't have enough tattoos. He wasn't greasy enough. He was bald. I mean, what? I don't know. Do y'all know that shit took 4 years? Yo, my little cousin, when that fight got signed, I think it was what, 2014? Whatever the fuck. I said, man, yeah, I got it. G Tatted, what up? I said, yeah, man, I got to take the day off of work, and I got this fight party coming. He said, what fight party? I said, yeah, Floyd and Manny. He said, oh, they finally fighting? And I said, yeah. He said, damn, about time. And it dawned on me. This motherfucker started high school when that fight turned into an argument. By the time they signed the fight, he was on his way to college.
What?
And it dawned on me. I said, damn, it's been that long, right? God damn. Y'all know that's ridiculous? Let me ask y'all a question. Well, you know what? I'll ask Stormy. I'll ask Mr. Shelton. I'll ask my boy George. Go subscribe to Run Round with George. I'll ask Copper and all the men of a certain age in the chat. You know, Todd. Do you recall Marvin Hagler complaining when he had to get in the ring with John the Beast Mugabe? Hulk, what up? Do you recall reading, there was no internet in the 80s, but do you recall reading Marvin Hagler having a problem getting in the ring with John the Beast Mugabe? Do y'all recall reading anything? Do y'all know why? Y'all want to know, and let me talk to the young folk. Y'all want to know why I picked that fight? Let me give you a little bit of an education. Back then, Hagler was considered long in the tooth. Old. He was considered old. He was on his way out the game. Enter a man named John the Beast Mugabe. And this guy was knocking over trees. He was literally beating the shit out of people. And the media said, yo, this guy's next up. They already was comparing him to Marvin Hagler. He had a swarming style, educated pressure. He's next up. Sugar Ray Leonard, I believe, was retired. Right? And by way of the rankings, it came down to Marvin versus Mugabe. And if I remember correctly, because I was a kid when this happened, if I remember correctly, there was a lot of people concerned. They said this is like a somewhat of a mirror match. The difficulty is Marvin Hagler got more miles on him. He's old now. And this is the new kid. He's an upstart. And it's a mirror match. So it would make sense to go with the young man, right? Well, didn't work out for John Mugabe. As a matter of fact, he was never the same after that. Marvin beat that motherfucker so bad, when he saw he wasn't getting up, he waved it off like, man, this is the guy? Y'all must have forgot who I am. And it was with that fight, Ray Leonard said, okay, I can get him now. Now I could get him. Now I could get him. Those days are gone. Do y'all know why we support Deontay Wilder over here? Do y'all know why we support Errol Spence over here? Do y'all know why? Why we support Devin? Y'all know why? Name someone that they didn't go after. When Errol said, I'm cleaning up my side of the street, did he not do that? What was our major complaint with Bud? He was like, man, you know, Errol's doing all the heavy lifting, man. It was the truth. At no point did I say Bud was not a bad motherfucker. I always said that. I just had a problem with how he was moving. That's all. That's all. Errol did what he did. And when he got to Bud, it didn't work out. But I ain't got no problem with that because he tried. These little motherfuckers today are scared to try. And they're enabled by this sick, retarded, ridiculous fan base. It's ridiculous. I fuck with fighters based off of what they do. Don't tell me what you're gonna do. Do it, man. Or at least make the attempt. You kids don't care about legacy. You're counting money that you're not spending, man. That's Tank's bread. What are you entertained about exactly? Oh, he knocks niggas out. And a lot of you can't even name his last 5 opponents. And why those fights were important or not important. You know what? Listen. Let me read this. My brother Ultraman in that super chat, much love. He says, what's up, Drew? It's Friday. I'm going to drown in one of those. I'm going to drown one of these customers in their own pool. I don't say that shit too loud. Oh, man. Love you too, bro, man. Much love and appreciation. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. And be easy. Summer's almost over. Yes, sir. Hannibal, salute. Legacy means nothing to you guys. You know what I compare and I need you to hear me out. Yeah, it's Thursday, but it's his Friday. It's his Friday. He said it's Thursday. It's his Friday. You know, some cats on my job, they have Tuesday, Wednesday off, or Wednesday, Thursday. Be like, yo, today's my Friday. I understand. Now, listen. At some point, y'all have watched wrestling. And I say this respectfully. Errol versus Bud, a bit of that. Y'all familiar with this thing that they started doing? Well, it's a few years ago now, but in the WWE, it's something called Money in the Bank. To me, that was Bud and Errol. I didn't complain too much because Errol took the fight. But when Errol said, I'm cleaning up my side of the street, he was taking out all the hitters at 147. Bud was chilling. And by the time he got to Errol did all the heavy lifting. Money in the Bank in the WWE is, you know, you could be a champion and the guy, you have a hard 60-minute match and you win, your face is all bloody and you're tired, and then here comes your rival with the Money in the Bank, he cashes it in, he hits you with the goddamn case, knocks you out in 2 seconds, and he takes the belt. You done fought for an hour. Now you done took your shit. The easy route. Do you remember when, and I'm not dragging Bud, I'm just telling you what happened. How I interpreted Bud versus Errol. But I said, oh, well, Errol didn't have to take the fight. He took the fight. Okay, fine. Do you remember when Bo Mack had that conversation with BFTB on that panel? And he said, you know, when, you know, Bud could have fought Errol if he went the WBO route. When he went to 147, why didn't he do that? Y'all remember what Bo Mack said? It went in the other direction because it was easier. We took the easy route. Y'all remember that? I said, oh, shit. He admitted it. That's the business part. Now, at no point did I say Bud was scared or he wasn't a bad mofo. No, I always said Bud is a bad motherfucker, man. I always said that. But business is business. Bo Mack said that, y'all. Bo Mack said that, bro. He said that. Bo Mack said that on a panel, bro. I said, oh, shit. Damn. So that's why I respect EJ. Because he was facing the hitters. Bud came in and took care of the rest of the business on the way out. Money in the Bank. Hey, man. Hey, man. But that's why I respect Errol. At least he got in there. That's why I respect Devin. He gets in there. I tell y'all all the time, that young man became undisputed at 135, and all your favorite fighters were there, bro. They were all there. They were all there. Tio, Loma, Shakur, Tank, they were all there. And Devin tried to fight all them niggas. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you want to do some dick math or go to your favorite Tank channel and try and pick up their talking points. Not going to work. I keep it simple here. I was here for the whole damn thing. There was nothing but space and opportunity. Anything else, y'all niggas is liars, bro. And time reveals all truth, and a lie is nothing but the long way to the truth. Tank is the A side. He could have fought everybody. He did what he wanted to do. No, he didn't, Drew. Yeah, he did what he wanted to do back then. He's doing what he wants to do now. He's supposed to be fighting Lamont Roach. He's giving you Jake Paul. Devin is too big, but Jake Paul is bigger. He's fighting. Case closed. I don't trust these kids. Legacy means dick to them. Literally, it means dick to them. Literally. So when I look at the brothers like the Charlos, These guys, I wanted them to be successful so bad. So bad I wanted them to be successful. But one motherfucker got brain problems. Seriously. Seriously. He has a mental problem. There's something wrong with Jamal. And Jermell, as good as he is, he dropped the ball. And I still don't get it. And I'm looking at Boots like, yo, why are you over there fucking with Eddie Hearn? In Errol, I don't know how he's gonna be physically. I don't know. So now Jermell says he wants all the smoke. We just gonna have to see. But I wanted to lay the groundwork as my problem with all three of these brothers. I'm glad Jermell says he wants all the smoke. I'm glad. You're supposed to say that. This is competition, buddy. Y'all could be friends later. If y'all really friends, all y'all brothers need to get money together. Since we like talking about money, right? Break bread with your brother. Boxing is a fraternity. Boots, you could have broke bread with a couple of brothers, but you'd rather get $12,000 a month helping Canelo get ready to fight your brother. Man, I'm so done with you niggas. I swear to God, bro. I'm so done. Yo, bro, I don't know who the fuck raised y'all, but I see it every fucking day, bro. Y'all are so, I'm disappointed, bro. I'm disappointed. You don't have, you had at least 3 good fights on the table. You said no, and then you pop up in Canelo camp. I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, Mel, you say you want all the smoke. That's cool. That's cool. Get the smoke. Get the smoke, man. If he fights Errol, I like the fight. I'm going to watch it. If it's on pay-per-view, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. Who wins? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who wins. What kind of Errol are we getting? Jermell didn't take the damage that Errol took. I don't know, bro. I think logic will make you lean towards Mel Charlo. Logic. But is Mel gonna go in there and stare at him for 12 rounds like he did Canelo? No, he gonna try and fight Errol. So you stare at Canelo, but you're gonna try and fight Errol, right? But I know. Drew, you always making it a race thing. Man, fuck y'all, man. I know what I'm looking at. How about this? Make it an American thing. American, you stared at the Mexican for 12 fucking rounds, but you got all the smoke for the other American. You cats allow these Brits and these Mexicans to come in and say, we got to fight in our country. Because this guy has a country behind him, as if you're not fighting an American. Man, Texas is bigger than the whole fucking UK. And we still got to hear this bullshit. Manny Pacquiao got a country behind him. The Philippines? Is that what y'all talking about? Man, I went to the Rigo versus Loma fight at the Hulu Theater. Bro. Man, I'm about to say something real fucked up, but I'm not. Let's just say I tried to speak as much Spanish as I could. There's nothing but Ukrainians in there. I said, man, look at this shit. Where's the support for Rigo? Zero. Me and like 3 other dudes. Unreal, man. Unreal. Never mind the color thing. Y'all don't have no, y'all are not even proud to be American. Man, I hope Trump send the fucking National Guard to your city to fuck with y'all, man. I don't care. I don't care no more. MAGA, China. Do y'all care? No. I know you don't.
Well, you should let me help you with that.
So considerate of you, Jimmy, but you know we don't allow kids in the house, so it's quite all right. It really is wonderful to see you, son. You keep up the good work.
And 450. And no end. Brandy.
I swear to God, I can't stand y'all, man. And shout out to that one troll that kept coming back.
I used to suck dick for coke. I seen him.
Yeah, bro. Whatever, man. Well, I'm gonna go get my day started. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to understand something. Organized coon fusion is real. I'm gonna say it one more time. Organized coon fusion is real. I can't stand any of you. You stupid ass clowns. Y'all get what you deserve, man. Dead serious. Dead serious, man. But salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. Salute to everybody. Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, Super Chat. One more time, man. Salute to the to that one troll that keep coming through here that wants me to turn my camera on. That nigga runs his computer like that. Drew Titan Thon, let me see. Keep turning the camera on today. I give you a super chat. Goddamn pillow biter. What's wrong with you? Salute to the bench gang.
Come on!
Yeah, man. Y'all take care. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.